Coming up on DC News Now, brace for the cold and watch out for icy roads. Meteorologist Damon Matson will let you know when the snow is expected to melt.
Reston Town Center, a winter wonderland as crews dig businesses out from a blanket of snow.
Who doesn't like to relive a little of their childhood on a snow day?
Also, having fun with the wintry weather, how some people in the district spent their snow day. Plus, the body of President Jimmy Carter will arrive in the district, how you can pay your respects to the former president. And DC officially getting back control of RFK Stadium, what this could mean for the future of the Commanders.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Mark Hall. Meteorologist Damon Matson joins us with the latest check on the forecast. Damon, the storm is over, so what's next?
Well, Mark, it is good to see that sun once again, huh? After all that snow we picked up yesterday. Yeah, folks, this winter storm that we had yesterday is over with. We are not expected to pick up any additional snow for the next few days, but now it is about dealing with the cold and the wind that is rolling its way in. Now, official numbers, they're finally starting to come out from the National Weather Service, and there you have it, some of the official climate sites at all of the airports for DC. That official total from this storm, 7.2 inches, the most snowfall we've seen in nearly 10 years in DC. How about that? And then over toward Dulles, a little over 5 inches, and up toward Baltimore, 6.5. But there were notable numbers higher than that across the rest of the region. We had 8.3 inches in Potomac, Maryland, Fort Washington, 10.5, Dale City, 10.5. So some of the higher end numbers just along and south of DC ended up in that 8 to 10 inch range, with a few outliers like Waldorf and a couple others closer to that foot of snowfall. But the good news is, again, folks, that's it. We're done. We have the opportunity to clean things up out there a little bit, dig out from that snowfall yesterday. We could see a few bands of snow out toward the mountains coming off the Great Lakes, but everybody else is free and clear. And that sunshine, even though it's a cold sunshine, will help melt things a little bit more. And speaking of the cold, there we go with that fresh snowpack on the ground. Many of us will barely get temperatures back to the freezing mark, and with the wind going out there, it's going to feel more like it's in the teens and 20s with the wind chill, and it's going to get colder over the next few days, folks. So just how much colder are we talking, and is there any additional snow in the forecast the rest of the week? We'll have a full look coming up for you here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. Well, people across the DMV digging out from the snow and ice, and DC News Now's Haley Milon is in Northern Virginia, speaking with folks helping themselves and others.
Crews working hard all morning to dig Reston Town Center out from underneath the blanket of snow that came down yesterday and overnight. Conditions still slick here on the sidewalks and on the roadways. We've got bobcats, we've got snow blowers, we've got shovels out here, all trying to make things safer for drivers and pedestrians. Now, people working at local businesses tell me they're hoping things pick up a little bit today. A lot of people working from home, a lot of people not working at all. They say they were brought to an absolute standstill yesterday by the storm.
All we do is just scraping the snow off the roads. You just scan the roads, clean it, make sure people are safe so nobody gets hurt.
This morning, Al Hernandez's crew digging Reston Town Center out from under the biggest snowstorm hitting the region in years. After an exhausting day yesterday.
I was exhausted. When I got home yesterday, all I did was just shower, eat dinner, and just lay in bed.
It's miserable. I mean, you've got that cold breeze running down your neck, the wind hitting your face. It's cold out here.
Business screeching to a halt on Monday. Workers at Tate Bakery hoping things pick up again on Market Street.
We could definitely do with the business today. I mean, yesterday it had a real impact on business. We ended up having to close early. Most of the shops around us were closed.
As Northern Virginia cozies up for a second snow day, Tate's aiming to serve up its share of hot drinks.
For me, probably it's got to be hot chocolate. Classic drink, can't go wrong.
Here in Reston, the crews are going to continue clearing, and they're going to put salt down to try and keep pedestrians safe. I'm Haley Milon, DC News Now.
All right, Haley, thank you. Well, the wintry weather is having a major impact on flights in and out of the DMV. DC News Now's Kevon Dupree is at Reagan National with more.
Runway at DCA has reopened, but not before causing dozens of delays and cancellations due to winter weather. FlightAware.com shows that 73 flights leaving out of DCA have been canceled and 15 flights are delayed. Hamid Darvish is traveling for work. His flight has been canceled several times in the last 24 hours.
Was supposed to have a flight yesterday to go out to Little Rock. Started off yesterday morning and then it got delayed till the afternoon. Then I arrived at the airport and then by the end of the day, around about 9 o'clock, flight got canceled and they said come back this morning. Came today and then the flight this morning got canceled, and so now I'm just trying to figure out how to get to Little Rock.
And anyone flying out of DCA today should keep an eye on their flight time as delays continue. Reporting from DCA, I'm Kevon Dupree, DC News Now.
Yvonne, thank you. In Virginia, or staying in Virginia, Fairfax County officials say that trash collection is postponed again today. Services will switch to a sliding schedule, and that means that people who were scheduled to have trash picked up yesterday, their service will be tomorrow, Wednesday, and people scheduled to have trash picked up will get their service on Thursday. All right, well, take a look at this. DC Fire and EMS says that they were working in the snowstorm last night to save a boat on the verge of sinking. It happened around 8:30 at the James Creek Marina. That's near the 2nd and B Streets in Southwest. And officials say that a boater was trying to save his boat that was slowly filling with water on the sea dock. No word on how that happened, but DC Fire and EMS say that they got it resolved just after 10. No one was injured. And an update in Maryland, WSSC Water says that they have restored service after a water main break in Bethesda. That break happened on Wisconsin Avenue yesterday morning, and crews say that a 16-inch pipe burst, causing the concrete to lift and creating a massive hole in the sidewalk. It left half a dozen businesses and several families without water for several hours. Someone we spoke with reacting to the temporary shutoff of service.
So I looked outside and I saw just like how much was coming. Yeah. It was really powerful. Water is life. Yeah. You know, so if you don't have water, you can do pretty much nothing. Yeah. You know, you can wash the dishes, you can cook.
WSSC says the part of Wisconsin Avenue will temporarily be covered with steel plates before they close it completely. Happening today, Montgomery County Transit says that some ride-on bus services will experience detours because of Purple Line construction. 4 routes will be affected. Purple Line construction will close Manchester Road near Wayne Avenue in Silver Spring for about 6 weeks. And happening today, the body of former President Jimmy Carter is scheduled to arrive in D.C. Over the weekend, thousands turned out to pay their respects to the 39th president, who was honored throughout his home state of Georgia. We're taking a live look at the National Cathedral, where President Carter's funeral will take place on Thursday at 12:45 today. His body is scheduled to arrive at Joint Base Andrews in Maryland. His family will travel with him to the U.S. Capitol. There will then be a special service for Congress to pay their respects at 4:30. The public is invited to pay their respects starting at 7:30 p.m. tonight until 7 a.m. Thursday. In national news, Vice President Kamala Harris presided over a joint session of Congress where lawmakers voted to certify President-elect Donald Trump's election victory. Well, the ceremony act was a stark contrast to 4 years ago when rioters stormed the Capitol trying to disrupt the certification of President Biden's win. National correspondent Basil John has more.
Today, America's democracy stood.
With Inauguration Day 2 weeks away, Vice President Kamala Harris stood at the head of the House floor
to verify the certificates and count the votes.
In less than an hour, the votes were counted.
It appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 54 votes for president.
It appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 30 votes for president.
We're certifying President Trump's historic election.
Congress certified the results of the election for former President Donald Trump.
Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida has received 312 votes.
But on this January 6th, many Democrats looked back to 4 years ago when rioters stormed the Capitol during this very process. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says Democrats would not repeat history.
On this January 6th, our side will not engage in election denialism.
President-elect Trump is considering pardons for those who breached the Capitol. Michigan Republican Tom Barrett supports that.
The privilege to pardon is one that rests entirely with the President of the United States.
Massachusetts Democrat Jake Auchincloss says that should not happen.
They should not get pardoned.
With the certification complete, President-elect Donald Trump is set for his inauguration on January 20th. Reporting in Washington, I'm Basil John.
In the district, there were countless stories of people helping each other during the snowstorm. The city's snow team heroes helping shovel out older adults or people with disabilities. Roughly 600 people in the district made a request, and the district says that the volunteers are given supplies like shovels and gloves and salt and hand warmers so they can help clear and treat the steps, sidewalks, and paths. The heroes who stepped up say it's a great way to help their neighbors.
I felt like I could serve people in my community, which is important to me, and do so in a convenient way.
It's a great opportunity to perform a random act of kindness, to answer a New Year's resolution, to get out and get fit in a unique and fun way.
Yeah, volunteers are sent out to homes that are within a 3-block radius from where they live. Well, take a look at this. Someone got the skis out to get around. This is at Meridian Hill Park, where there was also a massive snowball fight.